replied, which means I have to find her myself. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about her. My only clue is Arc Rewrite, the company Moeka supposedly worked at. I find it after a quick search online. Sure enough, their business is producing articles for PC magazines. Luckily, their office is in Akiba. I try calling first, but it goes to voicemail. I guess they're still closed for the Obon holiday. Or maybe it's just a bad time. Thus I've got no choice but to visit them in person. It's the second day of Komima, and Akiba is deserted. Most of the otaku are lined up at Big Sight right now. I've experienced the craze of Komima several times firsthand. It's literal war. It scares me whenever Mayuri goes alone. I can't help but imagine her trampled by a horde of crazed otaku. But in reality, Mayuri's surprisingly quick and tough. I've seen her weave through crowds like you wouldn't believe. Kurisu is the one more likely to get trampled. I can't help but feel sorry for her. Maybe it was wrong to ask her to go. I found the Arc Rewrite office in a fancy-looking building on the outskirts of Akiba. I take the elevator up, but there's nobody there. I lean against the wall and wait. After about 30 minutes, a man dressed in a shirt and tie appears. I explain that I'm a relative of Kiryu Moeka and ask her for her contact info. But he gives an unexpected answer. Oh. Damn, I've been tricked. I should have known better. Moeka is working for CERN. Of course her place of employment is fake. Is this the end of the line? Just as I'm about to turn around and leave, the man pounds his hand as if he remembered something. I frantically bow my head and ask him to look for it. He's reluctant, but acquiesces. The address listed on the resume leads me to a beat-up old apartment. Not the sort of place you'd expect a single young woman to live. I feel a strange unease as I approach the apartment. For some reason, there's a police car parked in front of the complex. A uniformed officer is standing out front. Oh no. And one room on the second floor, room 202, Moeka's, has a blue sheet covering the door. What's going on here? Oh god, what happened? I walk up to the police officer. Huh? The police officer looks uncomfortable. The bad feeling in my gut is getting worse. Is she dead? Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay, that went from 0 to 100 real fast. Suicide? But why? So I bow my thanks and leave. She's dead. Moeka's dead. What's going on? It doesn't make sense. Suicide? Moeka, who killed Mayuri in cold blood, committed suicide? Or is this part of the conspiracy? Could her own men have killed her, then made it look like a suicide? Today is the 16th. On Wildline Alpha 1, Moeka raided the lab on the 13th. 3 days have passed since then. Each time I change world lines, Mayuri's death gets pushed back one day, so does Moeka's raid. It hasn't happened yet on this world line. So why did she die? I don't get it. This is the first time this has happened. How should I deal with this? What should I do? I squat on the ground and cradle my head in confusion. If Moeka is dead, maybe Mayuri doesn't have to die. No, I don't think Convergence is that kind. Fate demands Mayuri's death. Whenever I try to stop it, something interferes. True, I'm the one who meddled with the timeline, but haven't I paid the price already? How did all of this happen? A few weeks ago, I was just a college student with a severe case of Tunibu. Save for Mayuri's grandmother, I had never experienced the death of anyone close to me. Death had no place in my life. But how many times have I faced death these past 3 days? More, when you count the loops I've made. My heart can't take it anymore. I don't know how much longer I can go on. One more. Just one more D-mail to cancel. If I can just get my hands on Moika's phone. Moika died yesterday around noon. I can go back to before that happened. The reason she died isn't important. Whether Mayuri's murderer kills herself is of no concern to me. I just need to cancel the D-mail. Okay, do I leap? Oh. Upon returning to the lab, I casually look up at the second floor window. And what I see shocks me to my core. Wait. Someone is using the time leap machine. Who? Mayuri and Daru should be at Komima. Not even Kurisu should be here. I asked her to escort Mayuri yesterday. Besides, she's against changing the past. So who? The building checks. The vibration reaches the street. I can't let this happen. The timeline mustn't be tampered with again. I need to stop it now. I race up the stairs to the lab. Nothing. By the time I get there, the shaking has stopped. I quietly peek into the development room. Nobody's there. The door was unlocked. Anyone could have walked right in. How could we be so careless? The time leap machine is still faintly warm. So somebody did use it. Who? Did they time leap? This is the first time someone else has used the time leap machine. Just to make sure, I checked the X68000. As expected, the history's been erased. The same thing happens when we send an email. There's nothing I can do about this. It worries me, but you have to focus on Moika. I set up the time leap machine. The maximum leap time is 48 hours. To leap more than that, you need to leap 48 hours and then leap again. The 42-inch CRT is on downstairs. That's plain as day, since the discharge phenomenon just occurred. I put on the headgear. Preparation complete. Should I really leap now? No. I want to get Kurisu's report. Of what happened with Mayuri. Don't be ridiculous, of course I should. Just a little more and I can save Mayuri once and for all. I know what will happen if I don't leap now. Mayuri will die and I will taste that pain and despair once again. And then I will leap. It's the same either way. I close my phone. There's no need to rush, calm down. I can endure the pain if need be. I should exploit my one advantage, the time leap machine, to the fullest extent possible, and that means knowing exactly when Mayuri will die. The pattern suggests that Mayuri's death should happen around 7 or 8 tonight. But things are a little different this time. Moika killed herself before Mayuri was scheduled to die. How much influence will that have on Convergence? There's a chance Mayuri won't die, we might already have won. In that case, I shouldn't waste my effort time leaping. I have no obligation to save Moika. I'll wait until Kurisu contacts me. It's 12:30 now. There are still about 7 hours left. Does it just jump straight ahead? Yeah, it does. I hear nothing but the slow, steady tick of the clock. The sound is echoing inside my head. Even if I plug my ears, it doesn't stop. I spent several hours searching for the IBM 5100, but as expected, I found nothing. I still can't imagine how Moika's D-mail affected the computer's whereabouts. What does her phone model have to do with anything? Does keeping the same phone somehow tell her that there's an IBM 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine? That doesn't make sense. Even the butterfly effect must have limits. But on the other hand, truth is often stranger than fiction. Sometimes the simplest things have consequences that no one could ever imagine. So I can't rule it out entirely either. Oops. I twist my lips into a sneer of self-mockery. It's 7:46 PM, the moment of truth. If Mayuri is indeed fated to die today, I should be hearing from Kurisu soon. I hope nothing happens. All that I ask is to hear Mayuri's voice, to know once and for all that she is safe. Of course. Yep, it happened. Kurisu is sobbing. So I know, even without asking. She saw Mayuri die. Oh no. With that, I hang up the phone. Maybe it's because I didn't see it happen, or maybe my heart has simply grown numb. But this time I don't feel much pain. I hate myself for it. I pound my fist against the table. As expected, the deadline is around 8 PM on the 16th. Unless I change the word line before the time limit, Mayuri will die. It's time to go back. I put on the headgear and activate the time loop machine. I must obtain Moika's phone no matter what it takes. Wait. Oh. It just does it anyway. Weird. Wait. Oh, I was gonna say it didn't pop up with this. What happened? So now we're on Sunday again, and Saturday. We jump back 3 days. We jump back 4 days. Oh, it's basically... okay, instead of actually doing consecutive leaps, like stopping to make several... yeah, there we go. It just did it all at once. Okay, that explains why sometimes we've jumped like 3 days back. I was like, that's not possible, why is that happening? It's basically we're doing consecutive leaps, but the game's not showing that because it would be pointless. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Cool. Oops. Shit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. God. Right, cool. So, boop-a-doop, skip-a-doop, boop-a-doop. So where am I? I'm there. Cool. I make several consecutive leaps to travel back to the 11th. When I arrive, it's just past 8 PM. I leave the lab without waiting for the others to respond. Bloody hell. I head to Moika's ratty apartment. There's no sign of the police this time. Moika's suicide won't happen for another 4 days. I run up the iron stairs and stand in front of the door to unit 202. The lights aren't on inside. I start getting anxious. Maybe she's not here. There's no intercom. So I reluctantly knock on the door. No reply. I try again with the same result. Damn, might as well try the doorknob. It's unlocked. I take a deep breath. This could be a trap. Remember, we're not dealing with an ordinary person. Moika is a rounder, an agent of CERN. If I die here, what will happen to Mayuri? Will Kurisu and Dara use the time loop machine to save her? I need to be careful. But at the same time, I can't save Mayuri by doing nothing. So I steel myself, open the door, and peek inside. The apartment is dark, too dark to see. But I feel someone's presence. I step inside. The apartment is practically empty. Minimal furnishings. Only the various necessities of life. But there by the window is a figure in the moonlight. A woman is sitting on the floor, her head bowed. There's no one else here. I approach the woman and stare down at her, gritting my teeth in a desperate effort to maintain control. Ever since the first time she killed Mayuri, I've tried my best to avoid thinking about this woman. But now I have no choice. I can't accomplish my goal until I have the answers I need from her. I must obtain the IBM 5100 to escape the Alpha Attractor Field and rescue Mayuri. I had another name for her once. It hurts to remember. I force it to the back of my mind. Mocha's fingers twitch. She sluggishly lifts her head. Oh. But she doesn't look up. She stares at my feet instead. She finally speaks in a frail voice. Mocha has always had trouble speaking, but it seems especially severe today. I notice her hair and clothes are disheveled. She looks awful, though I suppose that's no surprise given that she killed herself in 4 days. FB. Facebook. I've heard that name before. If I'm not mistaken, that's her superior's codename. The phone in Mocha's hand glows faintly. She's still clinging to it, I see. Oh god. I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting to find her in such a miserable state. She was so cold, so calm when she killed Mayuri. It's like she's a different person now. Is this another effect of the world line change? But it's only been a week since she sent her D-mail. How could she have changed so much? I get on my knees and shake Mocha by the shoulders. No response. Mocha just keeps crying and mumbling to herself. I shake harder, but she doesn't react. She doesn't even resist. Looking down, I notice that she's typing rapidly on her phone. Bewildered, I look at the screen. Is it just going to be FB over and over and over again? Oh god, it is. I was not expecting that. What happened to Mocha? From what little I understand, it sounds like she's lost contact with her supervisor, FB. But I don't understand how that could turn Mocha into such a wreck. It doesn't matter. I don't care what happens to her. I'm here for one thing. Recalling my purpose, I reach for Mocha's phone. Bloody hell. She didn't even say anything. Oh god! A sharp crack echoes through the room. Mocha slapped my hand away. It didn't hurt, but her reaction was lightning quick. Now Mocha curls up into a ball, hugging the phone tightly to her chest. It was like this from the moment I met her. She never let go of her phone, not even for a second, as if it were the only thing keeping her alive. I make several more attempts to take her phone away, or to take her phone while she babbles incoherently, but she just slaps my hand away each time. Next, I try persuasion. I promise to help her search for FB if she lends me her phone. It's a lie, of course, though, come to think of it, I would like a piece of FB too. But that can wait until after I've saved Mayuri. But Mocha doesn't buy it. If, that is, she heard me at all. Damn it, we're not getting anywhere. Maybe I should take it from her by force. But what if she tries to kill me before I can send the email? In her current state, she might not have the strength to retaliate. On the other hand, if she does retaliate, there's not much I can do against someone with a gun. What should I do? Her gun? Where would she keep it? I quickly scan the room, but there's no sign of it. Crap, that startled me. Oh. Wait, so if I ignore that... Could she have picked a worse time? I try again, this time asking nicely to borrow her phone. Mocha doesn't reply, she's staring at her phone. As she realises that it's not her phone ringing, I see fresh Tears pull in her eyes. She hangs her head. There we go. Mocha starts typing yet another mail. I guess she really doesn't recognize me. This is frustrating. Why is she acting like the victim here? Does she think she's a tragic heroine? Does she think she deserves sympathy? Oh god. You don't have the right to be so weak. It's Mayuri who deserves sympathy, not you. She died countless times because of you. Murderer. I swallow the word before it passes my lips. Wait, so she called me? Unless, do I answer it regardless? Okay, I do. I check my phone, it's Kurusu calling. I stand up and move to the entrance, where I can take the call without letting Moika out of my sight. Okay, so I do answer it regardless. That was hardly an extra scene. Sheesh. That was so short. Alright, whatever. Hello? Oh, whoops. Sorry. Mocha's. Why the hell did the text screw up there? Has she not met Moeko on this word line? I quickly give Kurusu a simplified version of the usual explanation. Kurusu listens attentively, as she always does. Maybe she's more considerate than I give her credit for. As soon as I finish, Kurusu gives it to me straight. Accurate. I guess. We'll find out. Gee, thanks for at least she's not beating around the bush. Suddenly she lowers her voice. Ooh. Not love. What's the matter with her now? In other words, I can kill her instead of letting her commit suicide.
偽善ぶるな。私は今人としての倫理を捨てて話してんのよ。岡部、付き合いなさい。
I mean, she's got a point. She's unforgiving as always, but it actually feels nice to speak frankly like this.
だが法律はどうする？世界がそれを許しても社会は許さない。
タイムリープマシンがある限り、相手を殺しても時間を遡れば全てなかったことにできる。岡部は誰も殺さずに必要な情報だけを入手したっていう結果だけが残るわけ。
把握した。
ただこれだけは覚えておいて、全ては自己責任よ。これだけ好き放題言ってる私はかなり無責任だけど。
問題ない。実にマッドサイエンティスト的な意見だった。
さっさと片をつけなさい。じゃあね。
She hangs up without another word. Strangely, I find Kurisu's harsh tone encouraging.
お前は司令官かよ。
I manage to smirk as I close my phone. Moeka's still sitting on the floor. Kill her if you have to, Kurisu said. Moeka did the same thing to us. She doesn't deserve mercy. Kill her or let her live. It's my choice, my responsibility. Even after I undo the murder, the memory of my crime will remain with me. That sin, that guilt. I'll have to carry that weight. I mustn't ever forget. That's what Kurisu meant when she spoke of responsibility. Murder is unforgivable, no matter the circumstances. Can you understand that, Kiryu Moeka? I reach for Moeka's phone. This time there's no hesitation. Moeka resists. I grab her slender hand and pin it to the window. Whoa! The glass rattles from the force, but thankfully doesn't break. With my other hand, I pry the phone away from Moeka's chest. Ooh! Oh. Well, she drives her foot straight into my solar plexus. Could have been worse, could have been the gonads. The breath explodes from my lungs, I gasp for air. In a fit of anger, I raise my hand to strike. But at the last moment, I hesitate. Damn, what happened to killing her if I have to? I know we're past the point of playing nice, but I've never hit a girl in my life. I don't consider myself a model gentleman or anything, but the idea that men aren't supposed to hit women is such a strong part of my common sense that it stayed my hand almost like instinct. So instead, I wrap my hand around Moeka's neck and squeeze. When she tries to kick me again, I pin her legs under my own. I squeeze hard and my fingers dig into her throat. She struggles for breath. I feel her throat moving as she gasps for air. I can finally see my reflection in her tear-ridden or reddened eyes. Moeka is under control, but now I don't have a free hand to take her phone. If I loosen my grip on her throat even slightly, it'll turn into a struggle again. Moeka is hiding her phone behind her back now. I need that phone. Should I let go of her hand or her neck? Moeka weakly shakes her head. I wonder if I even can. I can undo it with the time loop machine. It'll be the perfect crime, one that never happened. But still, do I really have it in me to murder someone? I don't know, but I have to try. What the hell even are those sounds? How would you make a kp sound or a ka sound? No words leave Moeka's lips, just rough breathing. Stalemate. Neither of us shows the other any openings. We're practically motionless, but our breathing is ragged. It's taken all my strength just to pin her down. Our rough breathing echoes through the room. For a moment it even seems to synchronize. This is getting me nowhere. I remove my hand from her neck, then use my entire left arm to pin her against the wall in a guillotine choke. She starts groaning in pain. My right hand has her left hand up against the glass. Now I pull her hand down and transfer it to the grip of my left hand. And my right hand is free. I slide it behind her back and go searching for the phone. I have to lean in close to do this. I press my body up against hers. Pain explodes in my jaw. I lean back. Mocha is ready in another headbutt. I put more strength into the guillotine choke to stop her. Jesus. Mocha's face twists in pain as she struggles to escape my grasp. My guillotine choke seems to be working. She doesn't have the strength to resist. If I push any harder, she really might die. I push harder. Mocha writhes in pain, tears fall from her eyes and drool from her mouth. As her resistance weakens, my right hand finds Mocha's phone. She still has it in a tight grip, but I manage to tear it away. Ew. I quickly release Mocha and step away. Get the hell out of the room. She bends over and coughs violently, but still... She reaches out to me with tears in her eyes. She wants her phone back. I don't care. I look at the screen. It shows an email draft with a string of FBs entered. I clear the text and start typing a new mail. But her phone's different from mine, so I don't quite know how to use it. Let's see. Startled, I look up to see Mocha staggering to her feet. She's like a goddamn zombie. I actually think I'm going to end the session here. I don't know how far I'll be able to get in the next session. Ooh. I don't know. I would say I could maybe finish the game in one more session, but I don't think I could. Luca's, story was really short by comparison. Maybe I could. But on Chapter 9 there's two... Is there 2 endings? Hang on a minute. There aren't 2 endings. Okay. That's fair enough, I suppose. So there's not 2 endings. No, it ends the same way. It's whether or not you send a D-mail at the end will changes. If you send it, it'll just go straight to the end of Chapter 9. If you don't send it straight away, you end up getting an extra scene. So there aren't 2 endings for this one, which is better, I guess. But for Chapter 10 there are 2 endings. There's the true ending and then another character's ending. But yeah, I might be able to get through it all in one session. I guess we'll see. It really depends. But regardless, that is going to be the end of this session. Oh god. Okay, yeah, sure. Over, right. But yeah, that is going to be the end of this session. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, take care.